we're going to set up the classifying triangles activity that we're going to complete in class. So you should have this sheet that has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of these little tiny like folders, and then this one envelope. So first thing you need to do is cut all of those out. So each of the little tiny, these things should look like this, and the tabs aren't that important that you get that perfect. In fact, I like to leave them a little bigger, but cut all of those out. Right, and so you should have 7 of those like little folder things, and then the one envelope. Okay, so first I'm going to show you how to, so I'm sure you need to pause and cut all of those out. So go ahead and pause, cut all of those out, and then resume, hit play, and then we'll put together our envelope first. Okay, so to put together the envelope, I guess it would be easiest first to fold these tabs in. Okay, so I'm going to flip this over and fold these tabs along those dotted lines. Right, this is the envelope that's going to hold the activity for in our notebook. So while we're not using the cards. Okay, so we fold those 2 tabs in, and then this dotted line here is another fold line. So we're going to fold that. So this is like the front of that envelope. And then the last fold folds this top piece down. I'm going to fold along this first dotted line because there's a bunch of cards that are going to go in that. That will leave us some thickness. Right, so we'll fold there. Okay. And now if we open it back up, we need to put some glue along these 2 tabs. So take your glue stick and put some glue on those 2 tabs. Now that we have glue on there, when we close this, that will kind of seal in that envelope. So seal that edge and seal the bottom. And in the end, we're going to store our cards in there. Okay, so let's put that aside. And let's fold up all of these other little things. So on these, we also have 2 tabs, kind of like a left one and a bottom one. And then we have a front and a back. Okay, so let's, for each of these, we're going to fold the tabs in. Right, the bottom one and the left one. Fold in our tabs. They're kind of tiny. So you might want to fold one first before you cut them all up. It's probably too late for that. Okay. And then this is a fold line also. So you fold in half. So if you're looking at your tabs, you fold the tabs to the left along this dotted line. It's like your fold line. And we're going to put glue, if we open it back up, we're going to put glue along those 2 tabs. Try to just get it on the tab, because if you get it on the whole inside, then you just seal together that little pocket and we won't be able to put anything in it. So try just to get it on the tabs. And then push it together. And that makes one of our little sorting envelopes. So do that for all of them. Right, so you fold the tabs in along those dotted lines. And then you fold along this dotted line. And then you put glue on those inside tabs to kind of seal together these little folders. Fold. So do that for all 7. So pause the video and do that for all 7. Now that we have all 7 of them put together, let's label them with the different classifications. So let's do the classification by angles. So our 4 classification by angles are acute, obtuse, right. An equiangular. Make sure you write this one smaller because obviously there's more letters to fit on. Just fit it. Okay, and then we'll have our other three classifications by sides. We've got scalene, isosceles, and equilateral. All right, so now let's arrange all of this in our notebook so that it all fits nicely and that it still fits when we're trying to do the activity. So we'll put equiangular kind of all the way down. Let's see if I can see the whole page here. All right, so let's put equiangular all the way down here at the bottom. Let's kind of line them up before we attach them. So we'll put equiangular all the way down at the bottom because the cards are going to go in the top. Eventually you'll have these cards and you'll want enough room so that we can fit the cards in and see the next word. So let's put that, and then right, and then above right, we'll have obtuse. Let's make sure we leave enough room. And then above that, we'll have acute. All right, so you want to kind of have them spread out so that when you do the activity, you can have room to put the cards in. Right, so acute kind of winds up all the way at the top of the page. Right, and I'm just putting cards in there just to kind of hold the place. So line acute up at the top. So now that we have them spaced out, we can attach them. So acute's going to go all the way at the top. Not that it matters. The order that you put these in doesn't matter as long as you've got them all on the page. Right, obtuse under that. But I do want you to have the classifications by angles in one column and the classifications by sides in another. Okay, and right. And equiangular all the way at the bottom. Okay. And then let's do a similar arrangement in the other column. So we're going to have our envelope that's going to hold our cards when we're not using them. And then, let's see. I like these kind of lined up, but I don't want to run out of room for my envelope. Alright, so that looks like it will fit okay. So let's put our envelope all the way at the top. I'm going to really line that up very high. Make sure I leave room for my scalene, which I'm going to put even with my obtuse over there. Isosceles. And equilateral. So we'll label on the left-hand side that these are going to be our classification by angles, and these are going to be our classification by sides. And then the last thing that we need to do, now that we have everything attached, is to cut out the cards that we're going to sort. So you should have a sheet like this. You're going to cut all of those out, so cutting like right along the outside of all of those pieces like this. And then for now, until we do the activity in class, you're going to gather all of those up. You're going to place it in the pocket, and then you tuck this top flap inside so that when we turn the notebook upside down, they don't fall out. And so now our activity is set up, and we'll do our sorting in class.